Alrighty, here we got Prysm Destroyer, the XBSX Series X. Courtesy of Ubisoft. I want to thank them very much for the review opportunity here. It's a pretty cool little run-and-gun arcade shooter where you play as a maiden piloting a robot. Kind of an interesting take on this genre, but this game is pretty cool. So it's a run-and-gun arcade shooter, side-scrolling shooter, that has you going up against other robotic animals and such. Has those big giant gun turrets, and you go around collecting power-ups that help you to be more powerful, whether that be a more powerful gun, or a little gun turret that gets attached to you. You can pick up health items like we got there, which will heal you as you take damage, which is nice. There's a shield I just picked up. They can be used to defend yourself against enemy fire. You also have the opportunity to get a special power-up that's a really large, devastating weapon. But do be aware that if you pick the weapon up, you're not invulnerable. You still can take damage, you still can lose your life. It is one hit, game over. Sorry, one death or one life, game over. Once you die, you're done, and you get to start from the very beginning of the game. So it's real true blue 80s style gameplay here with this one. 80s arcade goodness here is what this really feels like. Here's our cool power up here. Big giant flame sword is what this looks like. Looks some kind of energy blade. And I just lost it. Told you could take damage. I just got a shield power, but could have got two. And then you can either restart, like I just did here, or you can go to the main menu. I really like the power-ups in this game. The guns feel satisfying to use. Even if they do kind of feel repetitive, because there's not much difference in the color variation. The weapons still be the same color. The exception, of course, being the big power-ups you can get. So that kind of sucks. But the level design is okay. It's nothing to write home about. It's decent. The levels do feel a little on the long side, especially if you're trying to kill everything. Now you don't have to kill everything, and I really encourage you not to try to kill everything. Because the enemies just keep coming and coming and coming. They don't actually ever stop coming. So really, at that point, the only reason you're killing all these enemies is to rack up points. Like we're about to take this level down here. Oh wow, I still got hit. Now, when you go to the next level, your weapon does reset, as you saw here. I do like the enemy variety, the gorillas, the dinosaurs, the squids. They're all pretty cool. I like how they're all animal-based. For the most part, there are humanoid ones as well that'll come up, I think, in level 3 or 4. Got that health there, good. Okay. I like how you have like a little floating type jump here you can do. I can actually land it. There we go. I was concerned I was going to get the health for a second there. Up here. Now, I initially thought that this special weapon was randomized. It's not. It's going to be the same regardless of when you decide to pick it up. Right there, when it spawns, that's what this weapon is. It's a pretty cool weapon. I really like this one. I think it's a lot better than the big energy sword you get, or the big flame sword you get. The one in level, I think it's level 3. That's kind of cool. It's like a little lightning gun. weapons. For how they can do that. Wow. Just like that, my run's over. I get to start all over again. Oh, man. I think it's really the only downside of this game, really, is the fact that you have to start over again. All over from the beginning. So if you're like close to the end of the game, or what I presume maybe to the end of the game, and you die, you're done. You're toast. You have to start the game all over again. I think there should be at least a limited continues option. But then again, I mean, one could argue that this game isn't too difficult if you take your time with it. Which I definitely understand where they're coming from there. If you would have that argument. You can hold the RB button to stand in place and take out enemies. Which can come in handy, especially if you're trying to not move around too much. Trying to take out like turrets or the flamethrowers. But the fact that there's not multiple weapons, or rather not a means to carry multiple weapons and switch between them, given the fact that you're only using one button to jump, one button to fire, one button to stand stationary, is a really missed opportunity. I mean, you've got what, 3, 4, 5 buttons on the Xbox controller, 7 if you include the analog sticks, that aren't used. They're just sitting there wasted. Totally missed opportunity. I don't like this weapon at all. I mean, you could have added a means to like heal yourself. You could have added a means to have multiple weapons. I mean, totally missed opportunity here with this. Does it say this is a bad game? No, by no means this is a bad game. This game's a ton of fun to play. Achievements are fun to obtain as well, for those that like achievements. The music's great. I love the music. Fits the game really well. It is kind of satisfying to plow through just rows of enemies. But yeah, lack of... Oh, look, I got an achievement. Speaking of achievements. Oh, come on. I'm gonna have to take out that turret. Hopefully not die. There we go. But achievements are fun to get. Weapons are fun to use. I just wish there was more weapons. Or it's not necessarily more weapons, but like a different color version of the weapons. And the ability to carry more weapons than just the one currently equipped weapon would be nice. And that would see, you know, more buttons being utilized as opposed to just a couple that you get here. But like I said, definitely not by any means a dig on this being a horrible game. This game's not horrible at all. This game's a ton of fun to play. And definitely worth checking out. If you like running gun shooters, definitely check out Prysm Destroyer on your platform of choice. I'm going to review here. I want to thank you so much for the review today. I thank you for watching, subscribing, and as well until next time. Take care and happy gaming.